look, prediction markets, they're interesting. Like Polymarket, like what is the other one? Kalshi or whatever. That might not be one, but just it's changing the world. Also, it's like a heavily unregulated thing, and that interests me. People are making bank off this. Like, let's see if we can go pull up Polymarket. While my desk slowly goes down, Polymarket. Will the Virginia redistrict? People are betting on the redistricting. Bitcoin 5-minute up or down. US x Iran permanent peace deal by. And people are betting on this. And if I put in $100 on yes at 8 cents a per, I have a chance to win 12,500. But the thing is, this is on everything. This is on everything. Enriched uranium, Starmer, ChatGPT 5.5, Eurovision winner. It's everything. It's sports. Okay, I can't keep going. But presidential nominees, confirm that aliens exist. Like, there's a bunch of these that are like, that people are using to abuse because they're smaller ones. Like, will Elon Musk say fart before, you know, the end of May? Yeah, will Trump say chopped or something? Yeah. Like, will this person say that? Like, imagine being that person, and now you can go put a milli that you're going to say it, and then just go say it. And you're going to tell 5 of your friends to put their bands on it too. Like, you see how this is like a dangerous thing? It's called insider trading, but because this is an unregulated market, it's not called insider trading. And that's bad. But let's see. I saw this video breaking down Polymarket has to work with it. We expose their scam instead. I think this will be interesting. So I think we're going to check this out before we get into some games here. And let's see what it's got to offer.
Prediction markets.
Prediction markets
have exploded.
It's so entertaining.
Platforms like Polymarket, Kalshi.
Polymarket.
If you had me
Kalshi, I was right.
Polymarket, you just made a ton of money.
See?
A few weeks ago, Polymarket reached out to More Perfect Union, wanting to collaborate. Specifically...
Which is crazy, but they're making so much money. There's no way they can't do this easily.
To give you new insights into the issues that we cover. So naturally, before diving into a partnership, we had to do our due diligence and look a little closer at their business model and the big claims that Polymarket's CEO likes to make.
The thing that drives me is that there are billions of people who could find value in this. A diverse
I
group
bet.
of participants.
I bet there's billions of people that could find value in it. Hey, I'm going to bet that, like, in the most simplest of stuff, will Trump meet with Xi Jinping by October 31st? It's just a crazy, I don't know. It just blows my mind.
More accurate than any given expert. It's the most accurate thing we have as mankind right now, until someone else creates some sort of...
Is that what they're selling it as? Is it accurate look at the world?
Similar grand claims.
It actually enhances democracy in a way, increases voter engagement.
It's actually the best mechanism to get more truth about who's actually going to win.
You might see...
Bro, they are selling this as, no, we're giving you information. We're giving you, it's like we're doing polls. It's like we're doing polls. You could tell more about the country. We're more engaged. This is for you.
Ads from them about
as they
how
line their pockets with money.
Platform, or how you can quit your part-time job. Looking at how these companies pitch themselves closely is really important. Because the thing is, prediction markets don't just exist in a void. They're deeply related to the larger structural problems in our economy right now. At a time
gambling's out of control, at least in the US right now.
Economic crisis, from multiple foreign conflicts, domestic unrest, sweeping layoffs supposedly due to AI, massive budget cuts to social welfare programs, and the crippling of the American retirement, Polymarket and Kalshi are seemingly offering working class people a solution. You can regain control of the chaos, get an inside edge.
This is like what people sell you day trading, right? Where it's like, you can make tons of money doing this, and you see the bottled lightning. You don't see the millions of failures, the millions of people that got shocked, right? You see people like, oh, this guy paid off his college with Polymarket because he bet on Trump saying chopped or something like that. You don't see like the 500,000 other people that lost, you know, a paycheck or 2 paychecks. Like, that money doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from more people losing than winning.
To financialize everything and create a tradable asset out of any difference in opinion.
Or by financializing everything, are they recreating the worst aspects of the system they claim to be fighting?
No, I haven't seen that video,
dude. To get a better
dude.
idea of what Polymarket is all about, we went to a recent project of theirs that we could get behind. A totally free grocery store in New York City.
I mean, that sounds nice.
About prediction markets?
Nah, I don't know nothing about that.
That's like a Goodwill thing, though.
It fully debt.
I've heard some tell about them. They hedge against whether you win or lose. Yeah, I don't actually like that.
Yeah, most people don't. This is they're trying to buy good favor, and they probably have the money to do it.
So my question is, why
This is like
Polymarket
Steak on
trying
Kick
to impress working
being
class
like,
people
oh, we
with
don't
these
charge, we
marketing
give you a better
schemes?
creator
We'll get
split.
back
They're
to
doing that because they're making
But to get
gambling
some
money.
basic definitions
You
down,
know,
we reached out
that's
to
a
an
different
expert.
conversation, but I
Justin
think
Gauker
it's still
is
crazy.
a seasoned journalist, an expert on the gambling industry, and writes a newsletter specifically on prediction markets. So we sat down to talk.
Prediction market is where you trade on outcomes of events in the real world.
Yeah.
Yes or no. Simple as that. Where you can bet on.
Does this happen or
who's
does
going
it
to win an
not?
election. Is it Kamala Harris or is it Donald Trump? Who's going to win tonight's basketball
I
game?
will say the
likelihood
betting
of
was
the Knicks?
accurate
Is
during that election. It was
times 1,000. Anything that could happen. Will there be more than
internet
12 inches
vibes.
of
I
snow
felt
in
were Kamala winning, but then when you looked at every prediction market, it had Trump winning,
New
and
York
I mean we saw
tomorrow?
what happened.
Kalshi,
But
for instance, all contracts
I'm
are
not saying
$1.
that's
If
a test
something
theory, but a friend of mine was
50-50,
very
you're
into an
buying
online
a
betting
contract for
thing, and he
50
would tell
cents.
me
Somebody is
and show
buying
me
the
those
other
kind of
side of the
odds.
contract for
And
50
it was
cents.
interesting to see how
At
it
the end,
actually played out kind of
one
in
of you
real
gets the dollar.
time.
The idea here is that the current market price is the probability the event will happen.
In the final month of the campaign, most pollsters were saying the race was too close to call. But that was conventional wisdom. Polymarket relied on the wisdom of crowds and correctly predicted the outcome.
In theory, the financial incentives here force people to be honest. If you're wrong, you lose money, so you better be right.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the ultimate filter, signal from noise, the truth machine. With
And I
enough
could
people
see
taking
that to an
bets with
extent.
enough liquidity,
I just don't know if it's
you get
worth
more
the
accuracy.
trade-off.
There's no house in this transaction, as prediction market companies are really fond of reminding us. They don't care if you win or lose, unlike sports books. They're just facilitating the transaction. It's matching. Sounds almost friendly.
But they get paid per
there's a catch to all
transaction.
this. For these markets to be truth machines, to get the most accurate predictions, they actually kind of need insider trading. Take a look at this market, for example. What will happen before the video game Grand Theft Auto 6 is released?
Yep,
A lot
okay.
of people know the answer to these questions. People who work on Drake or Rihanna's teams, or who
See,
work for
this is
their record
exactly what I was talking
Maybe you
about.
work at OpenAI and you
W
know
video, by the way.
release
That's what I'm
date
saying, dude, because this is everywhere. This is every ad I get on Instagram or Facebook or, you know, it's all over the place. I see Polymar and Kalshi. I see these prediction markets everywhere
place a
all the
big bet
time.
and get some money for that knowledge.
But this is the exact thing I was talking about. Like the people on these famous people's teams, are they going to release his album? If I'm Drake's producer, if I'm a sound guy for Drake, I'm just like a peon that makes $20 an hour in the room. I probably know when that shit's going to be released. I worked at Olive Garden. I know when they were going to release a new dish, and I tried it before it hit the menu. You know what I mean? I could bet on that, and I could take my paychecks and use that.
are meant to price
I just
the
don't know that's a
probability
good
of the
thing.
event. So they incentivize people who have high conviction, people who have insider information, to come collect their bounty by placing big bets on sure things. Placing these bets pushes the market probability in the right direction, making the prediction market more accurate because you know the answer. But it also means, in a lot of cases, these markets are inherently unfair.
There's been
Very
advocates, including Polymarket CEO, that insider information gets us to the truth or gets us to more accurate probabilities. And honestly, not wrong. If that's the goal of a prediction market, you actually want insiders trading into it.
This is Dr. Robert.
But are we
Hanson,
saying we
seen by
need better
many as the
polls? Is that
godfather
really
of
what
prediction
we're?
markets,
I mean,
held up by the
more accurate
Polymarket
polls is
CEO
nice, but
as the
it's not worth the
expert.
price of
In a
this.
prediction market, there aren't investors. It's the betting market. We create the prediction market in order to learn things about the company. If the main purpose is to get more accurate prices, then basically we want as many insiders as we could. Insiders is great, please. Insider trading, it's just not really an issue for prediction markets.
Now, prediction markets would respond to this criticism in a few ways. Kalshi says they're rolling out new tools to find insiders. They require ID verification to trade now. Polymarket recently
Does that
rolled out
matter,
their
though?
own new insider trading rules months later. But the simple fact is they can't possibly police all the traffic.
And it's not officially regulated.
Rotten Tomatoes scores for movies, how many streams are
Can I make one? How hard is it to?
catch a large
I guess the real question is, how hard is it to make a prediction, right? How hard is it for me to be like, will Lano? I mean, I'm saying people won't bet on it, but can I go make one? you know, and then like funnel my chat and like
But
rug
the whole
pull.
universe of people who has this
I'm just wondering how like easy it is to actually pull
across
off.
all of these markets is in the tens of
On the
thousands,
big stuff, one thing,
thousands.
sure,
Yes,
but
they know
just
who you
even
are,
on
but
small
can they
markets.
definitively say this is insider trading, or can somebody who works at Spotify just tell a friend, hey, look, I know who's going to have the most streams today? How are you going to catch them?
Yep.
And there's another problem here. What even is an insider in the case of a global event? Senator Chris Murphy has had his eyes on prediction market insider trading.
I think that's scary if you think about like people, lawmakers. Will this law pass?
Some system in place.
I can put $3 billion on it, knowing that I hold the deciding vote. You know,
is not rigged, but all of the bets on government action are rigged. Because somebody in government knows the outcome.
Yeah.
Many of the other bets are rigged as well because there's a handful of very powerful people who know the answer to that question and are pushing the markets in one direction.
His stance was that these rigged markets, ones where thousands of people know the outcomes, shouldn't be traded at all. And honestly,
and yeah, how do you get your no votes there?
If it's a rigged market,
What if you made a poll about yourself, put all your money on it? That's kind of what I'm saying, right? It's like, what if you did that? What if I took the time and
seems impossible.
made a poll about me? I mean, you need people to bet on it to be money. Again, they don't just give you money because you were right. You get the people that bet wrong's money, and that matters because there is a difference. So like you need enough people to bet on it to make sense, but still, like that's what I'm saying though. Like imagine somebody with 20,000 viewers on Twitch saying like, oh, we're gonna bet if I'm gonna do this.
I know he's literally outside.
And then telling them, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then betting against it and not doing it. Like it'd be easy to siphon money off if you just have a following or any control over a group where you can give them correct or incorrect information.
Hours ahead of an Iran announcement from President Trump in traditional financial markets.
Oh my
I
God.
believe that a couple of tech bro startups have solved the problem that no one else could.
You know, let's take, for instance, a bet on what I'm going to say in this interview. We're taping it. There's a whole bunch of people in the room right now.
Yeah.
They all know what I said. They're going to go out and tell a whole bunch of other people what I said. There's going to be, you know, by the end of today, 100 potential people who can bet on
And then
that
the system
market,
is broken.
knowing they're going to make money. Restricting me and me alone from making that bet is pointless.
Yeah.
You should be restricted from making that bet. Everybody in this room should be restricted from making that
But this isn't like sports or a company thing. Like companies release this information. It's easier to track insider trading. Sports is much easier to track because these games are happening live and all this stuff. But this is just on anything. It's on anything. That's why you can't regulate it. And it's probably what he's about to say, but you can't do anything about it because you can't stop the 50 people or 15 people, whatever, that are in that room from doing something about it.
Of deciding who has inside information and who doesn't, that's like, it's fruitless. You're never going to be able to track down everybody that
You just have to
heard what
get
I
rid of the
said in this
market.
interview.
Okay, so setting aside the insider trading mess, here's the real kicker. Prediction markets aren't even as accurate as they advertise.
The most interesting example recently is the February jobs report. They forecasted 60,000 jobs to be added in February. Guess what?
That's why
Jobs
football,
were
soccer
down.
players
They weren't
can't
even
bet.
close. They were
Yeah,
down
because
to
they're a part of the game,
150,000
right?
jobs.
Take a look at this recent
Is actually a
study
bigger
out of
problem than they're
Vanderbilt
making it?
University
What do you
that looked at
wait?
prediction
You're saying
markets
it's a
in
bigger
the
problem than
2024
like even they're saying?
Well,
But yeah, that's why sport
93%
players
of
can't bet.
predicted markets correctly predicted
That's why
outcomes
people
better than
fight
machines.
against Nancy Pelosi
Accuracy
and all this
fell to
other like government stuff,
78% on
right?
Kalshi
About
and
like
67%
Congress people shouldn't be able to trade stocks because they know stuff.
on Polymarket. So the
I agree with you. I think it's not. This is one of the few dissenting views on this. You know, people have this motif about like, you know, that they suck and they're bad, but like that's kind of as far as it goes. You know, you don't see big hit pieces on these things. This is one, but More Perfect Union's this is kind of their thing is to post these kind of hit pieces.
Truth. Who is winning here? And more
It's a huge problem.
Who's losing?
Imagine me at 19, 18 being able to rip my checks on this.
If history has taught us anything,
Online.
it's not to root against the underdog.
Where your voice becomes a position.
That does not seem like a good tagline. That seems bad.
So it's tempting to turn to platforms like prediction markets as a way to get ahead. For a lot of young people, it can feel like prediction markets are offering a means of success when the traditional paths have been denied.
Yeah, I agree. There's probably people trying to day trade the equivalent of day trading on Kalshi. on
in
Polymarket.
how these companies
100%.
describe their markets.
And there's probably some people that are
These
successfully doing it.
Investments, they're event
Because this is
contracts
probably
used for hedging risk.
you can
It's
use
the
this like it's just like stocks where they read charts. I guarantee you could do a very similar thing and probably be decently accurate sometimes. Not enough to matter, but most of the time.
You can see
but
it in how they advertise themselves.
It's a great thing. It's like a way to monetize your knowledge. Same way like an Uber driver monetizes their free time.
Monetize your knowledge.
And read news, you can monetize it and speculate.
It's the way they're minimizing it that is killing me.
The pernicious part of prediction markets. The slick ads, the financial phrases, the PR stunts.
Yeah.
It's all meant to take advantage of your economic anxieties. But hey, you know what? Some people will get paid for this. How many people exactly? Well, one analysis showed that 0.04%
capture most profits. Yeah, I bet.
Nearly 70% of
the people that got $1 million are dropping $1 million on it.
The democratization of
and taking all the $10 from the 1,000 people, you know?
99.96%.
It's the same thing every day. I end up winning 4 or 5 bets, and then once I build my value, I make one bet that changes it all back to the
gambler's fallacy. You're always on the edge of one more. Can't go out on a loss.
How do
Can't stop on a hot streak.
Long story short, I had an unexpected financial emergency, and I'm really short rent money and really desperate. Does anyone have a low money, under $20 high
payoff bet with a strong chance? Look, I'm that down bad. Does anybody have a bet that can save my day? I won't be able to afford housing. Does somebody have a prediction that will lean in my favor? Hopefully, oh my God, I need a high payoff. What are we doing?
Thanks.
I started pretty irresponsibly.
It makes me sick.
Here I am at
it makes me sick.
But I'm confident if I stay disciplined, I'll make it out.
This is shockingly common.
A lot of the work is about how to, if people come trade a specific event, how to get them to trade on other events and how do we cross-sell them and how do they basically come back and how do you make sure that they stay engaged.
These people are donating liquidity, adding money.
How to make sure they stay engaged and come back. Oh, it's just gross.
To collect their bounty. Because no matter how much they use the term investment, it turns out
they're mostly being used to gamble.
Yeah,
it is
100%.
On things, whether it's sports, and again,
it's
most
gambling.
Sports, at least in the U.S.
How much of it is sports?
85 to 90% right now.
Yeah, I mean, you get a draft. I mean, sports betting is everywhere now. DraftKings is everywhere. What is the other one?
More like 40% is sports and 60% is everything else. But it's just people gambling.
Take a look at the front page of Kalshi on any given day. It's basically all you'll see.
FanDuel's the other one I was thinking of.
When it's not sports, the other 10% seems to also be gambling. Some people are betting on whether or not the price of Bitcoin will go up or down every 15 minutes. You can bet on whether or not
and we saw that when we looked.
The next Ayatollah of Iran.
Like, what is the point in that?
But if you're betting on the Super Bowl coin toss, you aren't investing, you're gambling. But don't just take it from me.
In what world can you pitch this as investing? Bet on the NFL, legal in 50 states. No, it's unregulated in 50 states. What's the game called? It's called gambling. Definitely not free. Yep, it's just gambling. It's just gambling. It could be more gambling.
And the way that CEO Tariq Mansour promoted it is one of the most blatant examples of their direct appeal to working people. 90 minutes left to attempt generational wealth. That's the CEO of an online casino saying you owe it to your grandchildren.
Brother, this is the guy at Caesars Casino being like, brother, are you gonna leave? You just lost your money for the next, like you just threw away your life savings. You owe it to yourself to bet the house. Put your mortgage on the line or your family could lose. And you deserve generational wealth. You should not stop now. What are you doing? Stopping now. It's time, brother. Don't walk out of the casino. Come back. Come back. We're going to save you. We're gonna take you and put you on a pedestal and bring you to the life you've always dreamed of. Just give us more money. Just pull the lever again. You'll feel better. Pull the lever again. Just one more time.
To place bets at a time when Americans are making early withdrawals from their retirement accounts at record rates. Again, prediction markets are occupying this very
pull up your retirement to put money on Kalshi is insane.
Own nothing, save nothing, and gamble everything. So given that these markets are obviously gambling, why are they so interested in pretending that it's not?
Because they get away with. That's how they get away with it. They're hiding in plain sight.
Historically, every time there's truly groundbreaking financial innovation, it has been called gambling.
Well, first of all, they don't want you to know how much you'll probably
It's just
lose.
so in your face.
One report from a Citizens Bank analyst showed that prediction market traders actually lost more than they would have on traditional sports.
Yeah, at
books
least sports
in
has
the first 3
stats
months.
that are
And for
predictable.
this story,
You
I
can say
talked
like,
to
oh,
prediction market
this team
traders,
is
journalists,
statistically
experts
better.
on gambling,
Let me bet on
public
that.
health. And here's what I heard from all of these people consistently. We are in the middle of a gambling public health crisis.
I hear you.
And this crisis is hitting young men particularly badly. We've taken a very addictive behavior and we've put it in the hands of everyone, everywhere, all the time.
Yeah.
You don't have to make a trip to your bookie or to the casino. Place a bet on the
That
game.
is one of the things. Online gambling in general is terrible. Again, it used to be you had to go to Vegas. You go to Vegas, that's where you gamble, and that's it. Maybe Atlanta, whatever. But that's it. That's all you got. And if you're not there, you're not gambling. It's hard to be addicted to gambling when it's that far. You might be addicted to scratchers or the lotto or whatever, but that's not as bad as like going in here with all the bright, shiny lights. Now it's online. It's on your phone. It's like, let me hit a few swipes on the way to work. I'm on the toilet. Let me hit a few, quick blackjack games. It's insanely
On
easy
prediction
now.
markets, the age of participation is 18 instead of 21. So get started.
But they said they weren't IDing
combine
before.
The addictiveness of these platforms, the availability.
This is
and
like the CSGO gambling thing, where it's like that was unregulated and like 12-year-olds were gambling CS2 skins or CSGO skins at the time.
Profiting from their suffering, it's not a good look. Which is why you'll notice that they're very careful with their language. It's why they've mostly stopped running ads using the word betting. It's why they shut down their short-lived Kalshi U program to
It's
partner
virtual
with
money? No,
college
it's real
students and
money
campus clubs.
that makes you feel like
bad
virtual
PR.
money.
Kalshi in
Yeah,
particular
if
has been
it's free.
taken to court in multiple class
There's
action
people at my work
lawsuits.
right now gambling on their
This one
phone.
claims that
I
Kalshi
would
deceives
bet.
sports
I would
bettors
put
by
money on it. I guarantee you at every job I've been on. I used to watch.
They even point out that all
Seth
that
used to
no
bet money at
house
work.
stuff they're always talking
We were
about
trying to
isn't
sell campers and
strictly
he was
true.
betting.
Sometimes Kalshi, the company, is the one on the
And
other side.
he
of
was
the
pretty good
event
at it.
contract,
He's got his shit
meaning
down.
They collect the
On the
full
Google version
winnings
you
if
play?
lose. So I guess there is a house after all. But beyond the massive harms to our public health, the difference between the words investing and gambling is a difference
huge.
of billions of dollars.
If I'm Tarek Mansour, why do I absolutely want to be regulated by the CFTC and not by, say, the New York State Gambling Commission?
Well, that's a no-brainer because you don't pay taxes to the state. The CFTC just exists to here, you can do markets.
The dude
Do what
Hunter
you want.
allows himself to play during work,
there's
however much he
regulation
makes
around
that day.
Like, if you're a state-regulated sportsbook in New York, you're paying a 51% tax.
I've been with bettors. I've been with gamblers that consider it part of their income.
Sports betting that's been legalized.
And
Regulated
think like,
sportsbooks have
oh,
to do
I just need to
something on
make
probably
X amount of
to
money
provide
today,
a number
and I'll be
that
fine.
people, if they want to get help, they can get
And
help.
they do that.
Tools to help
Like,
them if they are.
I've seen it
in trouble.
enough times
The
now.
prediction markets are regulated
Where
federally. by the
exactly,
CFTC.
people are betting
They
what they
can
make that day.
dodge
Oh, I made
all of
400 on
this.
the
No high
sale.
taxes,
I can put
no
250 or
onerous
300. I can put
regulations,
400 in
no
here, not feel bad
restrictions
about
on
it. And
which
if I
states
double
you
it,
can play in.
it's like I made 2 sales.
Now, Kalshi is being sued by over a dozen states.
Yeah.
Most of them saying, hey, this is clearly gambling, and you need to
really?
abide by our state laws, get a license, and provide protections. But the CFTC chairman is coming out in prediction markets defense.
Today,
Really?
the CFTC is taking an important step to ensure that these markets have a place here in America. To those who seek to challenge our authority in this space, we will see you in court.
And I'm sure this has nothing.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? The commission for this stuff just said, try us, bitch. Just said, try us. So they have a place. We're putting them. They're not going anywhere. Suck it if you got a problem with it. That's insane. It's just ridiculous. It just doesn't make sense. It's
To do
too.
with the fact that Donald Trump Jr. is a strategic advisor to both Kalshi and Polymarket.
Oh, don't even get me started, bro. It's
Earlier in the
too
story, we
easy.
talked about the potential utility of prediction markets. And I want to be clear, I do think that's real. I think they do have the potential to aggregate information in a novel and useful way.
And they
But
do.
currently, it seems to
I've seen
just
it be
that.
accurate.
Potential, not reality. Currently,
Heard.
it's
I hear you. I
gambling,
hear you.
sports betting, betting on war, and exploitation of economic anxieties. Products and companies should be evaluated on what they do the majority of the time, not what their potential is. So let me put it to you this way. Imagine I've made a machine with a big red button. When you press the button, 9 times out of 10, this machine punches you directly in the face. 1 out of 10 times, it feeds you a cookie. Have I made a nice cookie machine? Or is this just a machine that punches you in the face? This is the reality of prediction markets.
It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. I'm gonna cut it there because it makes me sad. It makes me sad. I can't watch it anymore.